And welcome to Blue Sky Live's day trading stream. Today is December 15th. It is 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're about 15 minutes away from market open. Please be aware that all information in this stream is for informative purposes only. If you choose to invest money in the market, make sure that it's money that you are willing to lose, and be aware that money you invest in the market, you can and most likely will lose. So please do your due diligence and research before investing. All right, guys, let's make some money. Let's get those morning levels up. What do you guys think? Let's start off with gold. Okay, my hotkey for gold is not working. Sounds Gucci. All right, gold levels for the morning. We got a take profit or a breakout spot of 4,384. First take profit will be 4,417. Sell the reversal at 4,356 with a buy the reversal at 4,300. We've got a breakdown spot of 4,272 with your first take profit of 4,239. All right, ES up next. ES levels for the morning of a breakout spot of 6,891. First take profit at 6,927. Sell the reversal at 6,861 and a buy the reversal at 6,800. We also have a breakdown spot of 6,769, and your first take profit on that breakdown would be 6,734. All right. Save the best for last. We've got NQ up next. NQ levels for the day, a breakout spot of 25,551. Your first take profit would be 25,749. Sell the reversal at 25,382 with your buy the reversal at 25,044. I've got a breakdown spot of 25,875 with the take profit off that breakdown at 24,677. Those are your morning levels for gold, ES, and NASDAQ. If you guys are interested in seeing those levels or would like to capture those levels, I drop those each and every single morning inside the Discord. Don't forget, we've got some fantastic content with some amazing coaches here. We've got Coach Becky, we got Coach Matt. You guys are missing out. The classes are filling up, Yes, you rolled. Yes, I did roll. I'm always use the main, the overall ticker when I'm trading. Don't have headphones. Finally boarding my flight. What? You're not home yet, RQ? Why are you not home yet? You're still trying to get home? Oh my goodness, RQ. Oh, RQ's not a man. Oh, you're hilarious. All right, Scrub. I see you there. I did. He missed it. He missed that 1,000%. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah, he missed it. RQ has no headphone. He's flying blind. Man. Let me get my chats moved over. Are my keys for my panels still working? I can't believe all my keys are okay. All right, so the hotkeys still work. Fantastic. Okay. Not too much news in the morning. Delta canceled my flight home. What? Oh my God. While you were at the airport, that got canceled? Oh man. I can't believe it. Poor RQ. We had some crazy travel stuff going on this weekend. It was challenging. It was a test of wits. It was like, it was definitely interesting. Oh my God, man, I thought I had it rough. You definitely are taking the cake on that one, my friend. I'm so sorry, RQ. Sheesh, Louise. That's oh my God. Well, I hope you get home today. my God. Oh my God. Poor RQ. Well, Affluent, if you want to take in RQ, you're more than welcome to. Take in some traders. Yep. We're bringing in some traders. This place is cold as hell. Oh man, I am sorry, broski. I am sorry. Oh man, yeah, it has been an interesting it was an interesting weekend of travel. I will say that. A lot of us, yeah. I got caught up in some nasty travel plans on Friday myself. I got stuck. I didn't get into Miami till like 2:30 a.m. and then my Uber ride like broke down. Oh, it was a crazy mess. It was a crazy mess. But you know what? Saturday made up for it. It turned out to be an awesome, Saturday. Met some fantastic people, and yeah, definitely met the Blue Sky team. We met the Blue Sky team. Super, super great. Nice to meet a bunch of like-minded folks that are just as enthusiastic about the programs that we're offering and just as dedicated. I know now that I'm not the only one that you know is as enthusiastic of ensuring the success and helping the company by helping traders. Super cool, super cool. Enough about that. What we got going on? Not too much news coming on. A few Fed speakers. Looks like the market is caught a nice bid in the London. Really, the market the market was struggling. Boom, opened up at the London, and we just started a rip. It's just crazy. Even at the Sydney Open, broke out, hit a plateau, and then the London came in and they just bought it up. They're still buying it. Pretty interesting because if you look at, you can see our orbs from, I think this is Thursday's orb, honestly. Is this Friday's orb? Yeah, I don't think this is Friday's orb. Yeah, this is not Friday. This is Thursday's orb. Came into that. Oh my God. Good luck, RQ. Man, I can't believe RQ has not made it home yet. Jeez, it's rough. It's rough. On board with 375. You guys are hilarious. Nobody wants to be on the road like that, stranded in airports. You might as well have stayed over. You might as well have stayed an extra day. Oh, you don't even have his headphones. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got lucky. My phone was about to die on Friday. Got barely enough juice to get myself my second Uber ride. Yeah, broke down in the middle of the road. Anywho, like I said, it was a good time though. It was a good time. Look at gold rejecting like the rest of the market. Well, maybe we'll get a nice little pullback here. Maybe I'll offer a little entry. I think we could see something. Testing Friday lows before testing last Friday's lows. Mm. You want to see a test of Friday's lows before we rip? Is that what you're thinking, LP? We might. We should have imbalances coming out here in about 5 minutes. Maybe we'll see that. We'll get that push into the morning, kind of stuff it down, take us down to the 200 on the 5 minute. You've got VWAP at 25 280. You got the 200 sitting at 25 273. You also have a 4 hour support at 25 354. And we kind of rejected that earlier. 5 a.m. A few hours ago, we reject that mark and we couldn't get above it. And then we got that candle wick that just pushed quite nicely above it. So let's see what happens. Geez, there's like a draft in my office. Whoa. 5 minutes away from open team. Take a look at ES and see what ES is doing. Almost the same thing. Of course, in Thursday's orb, which it doesn't hold as much, merit today. What's Bitcoin doing? Consolidating. Been consolidating since last night. Hasn't done much of anything, just cooking. Meh. Am I looking at anything else today? I was looking at Tesla. Tesla's got my eyes. I got my eyes on Tesla today. So I'd like to see it do something. Let's get back on NASDAQ. Renko's already turned up, already broke past a prior resistance on Renko, is approaching another. I guess that is December 10th low. So, but you can also see that we're getting that little bit of resistance, but no. Get a nice little pop now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're gonna just launch this thing, give us a face ripper on a Monday. Heard a lot of people were picking up Bitcoin over the weekend. Did you guys hear about that? A lot of institutions sizing into Bitcoin. December 2nd low was my bounce. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. A small buy imbalance. Day after ending quantitative tightening. Let's get a little sell this morning. It don't look like it. I'm about 5 seconds away from opening, team. Hey, good luck today. Let's make some money. Ding, ding, ding. There's your opening bell. Okay. Got a nice little pop to 25,410 with a pretty big pullback right there off that. Tesla ripping to the downside immediately at the open. Tesla ripping to the upside. I went ahead and jumped in some 2250 calls for Tesla. Let's see how this pullback on NASDAQ works. We short this. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't forget, we also have news reports about Tesla testing their driverless taxi in Austin. So that is also kind of spreading around the intrawebs right now. Tesla flying now. NQ struggling though, not reflecting the move of Tesla. Let's open up the heat map, see what we're looking at for the heat map for the morning session. See how that is. Stocks. Let's take a look at gold, see what gold is doing. Gold is dipping. Stop move to break even. Great trade on that, Affluent. Great trade on that. Bitcoin starting to break down. Take profit filled. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pull back up the heat map here for the S&P. A lot of green across the heat map, although, it does seem like Meta, Oracle, Amazon kind of affecting the market, giving a little bit of pullback. Oh man, that is a nasty sell candle right there if I ever seen one. Yeah, short. Tesla trade is working out fantastico. Up 26% on that. Watching NQ right now, though, with the sell. But, there is a lot of green across the market. So I would imagine that, NQ should catch a nice bounce here. Looks like Tesla's going to hit 480. It's $1 away from it right now. Sheesh. I'm up 32% on these calls now. Taking crumbs out here. Hey man, that's not bad. Well, 53 bucks. Yeah, that's a good little hourly wage right there for you for the morning session. Put it into context. Put it into context, Nacho. It's a fantastic job. What do you make an hour? Do you make that 53.75 in the amount of time it took you to take that trade? Put it in that mindset, bro. Put it in that mindset. Think of it exactly like that. How long does it take you to make $53? If you made it faster in the market, it ain't crumbs, bro. And it's all about base hits. Remember that. Building an account and having a trading account is all about base hits. We all want to be, Deion Sanders. We all want to be like Bo Jackson. We all want to be that superstar. But the problem is that those opportunities don't come to us in the market every single day. It's just like me. You guys see me take some monster trades, but then you've seen me take very few trades. And that's just the way the market is. You have to understand is that what and your trading strategies may not be optimal every single day. You got to take what the market gives you. Sometimes we get lucky and we have these monster trades, and sometimes we're not. There's 480 there on Tesla. Can it hold it? About 43% on this call now. Little by little, Nacho, you're doing a great job. I think you're doing a great job. I see you guys in here. I see a few of my traders in here. Scrubs, Affluent, LP, Nacho, Aaron, Anonymous. There's a few other Boba, $2, Black Lex. If I didn't mention your name, and Mark, I've seen Mark in here before. Andy, I haven't seen you too many times, in Constantine as well. You guys I'm looking at Constantine's profile. I see you've been a member since February 18th. Let's see, Andy, October 5th. All right. And A-Day. How about A-Day? How about you? November 7th. So a couple of new folks and a couple of folks that have been on with us. North Pole, you've been with us since January 3rd. You haven't been on much with the stream? Well, you know what? Not everybody needs it. So, I get it. But I'm glad you're here hanging out. I'm glad to have you here today. Hope you're having a great trading day. But we do have some people on the intrawebs. We're on X, we're on YouTube. So we're on a couple of the other streaming platforms right now. NQ is tanking. I am watching it. I'm like, kind of want to close my call because I don't want to lose money on it. That the market completely poops. Wondering if Tesla can hold that 480. It's trying to get back over there. And I'm cutting this. What? Yeah, I went ahead and cut my contract. Took profit on it early in the day. Took my longs off at 293. I got you. I got you. Well, we're hanging on VWAP. We didn't quite dip in on the 5 minute to the 200 on NASDAQ. So could present a decent spot. Oh man, there goes Tesla again. All right, let's see what gold's kind of struggling as well. Doing the same thing as the market. Got a little bit of that pullback. Gave it up a little. It's down 6 cents per con. That's not bad. Nice 30-point bounce. Oh well. The market kind of settling in here on the EMA, especially on ES. Not looking as strong. I mean, the market doesn't look like it wants to go to the upside to me. Big Bear AI down 5% for the day. You guys see that my rhythmic connection popped the bed this morning, sitting on the sidelines. Man, I was battling with my monitor. My main Samsung monitor is a 49-inch curve. And when I came in this morning and I fired up my PC, that's my main monitor. And it was all like lines across the screen, like it looked like somebody threw something at the screen and it broke, man. I was freaking. I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little worried because I hadn't been here, and last I saw it was working. So refresh rates, yeah. For some odd reason, I can't run my main monitor at 144. Oh man, I love a curve monitor. It is my favorite thing. Back in the day, I used to have like a bunch of like 24-inch VGA monitors on my desk. Like when I used to work at the rack way back in the day. I'm an old racker from Rackspace. And yeah, I had a bunch of 21 or 24-inch VGA monitors. And oh my God, it took up so much desk real estate, to see these things, how light, nice they are. Forget it. Well, I'm glad I took profit on that call because I'd be crying right now. I would be crying right now. Like, "Wah." Yep, not bad. Took a few bucks. Looks like the market might be coming back in on itself. Ew. No bueno. 21. That'd be funny. It would be funny if it goes in. Okay, there it is. There's a short. Whoa, man, that was a beautiful entry right there. It looks like that's a nice scalp right there. The easy 300 bucks right there at the 200. Let's see if we can tag a little bit below the 200. That'll get us out at 385 on that scalp. You know what? Let's go a little lower. Let's see if I'll put my stop in the money. I like to Put my stop at $50 because $50 makes me holler. Oh man, that's a sell and a half right there, boys. Can we get the? We're talking about the low from Friday, right? If we get a real flusher, oh man, that could be a massive trade if we were to even dip that low. I just don't know if the market has it in it to dump like that. Apple sounds like it's selling. No, thank you, sir. Thank you. You know me, I'm patient, but if I see it, I'm going to go for it. Wow. Tesla's starting to dump as well. SPY looks like it's going for the gap fill. So it's got an opening gap fill. It's got about 2 points to drop to the downside if it holds. Get a little wicky now. Seems like the bulls might be stepping in, and are we gonna get stopped out? Come on, dip it, baby. Oh, see that volatility right there. I don't know if I want to sit in this with the volatility if it's not gonna break. You could bounce it though. Odonis, ONDS is down 10%. Mm-mm-mm. Some of my hot sheets are kind of cooking today. All right, we're 2 minutes past the 15-minute opening range. Let's switch this up. Let's go over to the 15 and let's get our orb set up. If you guys are new to the channel, I use an opening range break system. So I just wait for the opening 15-minute candle and I mark it accordingly. I put a marker at the base of the candle, wick included, and then the top of it, same thing, wick top, wick bottom, and that gives you your 15-minute opening range. We're testing that right now. Looks like we're probably going to catch that pullback though. So on NASDAQ, your orb high is going to be 25,410. Orb low will be 25,283. Those are your orb high and low on NQ. Let's roll on over to ES and we'll do the same for that guy. Get it up and running because that's what we do here. All righty. And right here. Funny, right under the 200. So ES's orb high will be at 6,871. Orb low will be at 6,849. Looks like the market is progressing to push lower. At least ES is. Let's see what NQ is going to do since ES pushed a little bit more aggressive down right there on that last candle. We're so close. So close to getting stopped out on this. Don't do it. And there we go. Stopped out. You took the short riz. Hey, I told you guys, I'm a perma bull. I love being bullish, but if I see an opportunity for a short, I'll take it. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about opportunities. You know, I know that I'm a better trader on the upside play, so I won't force a downside play just because of that. You know, you're gonna see me short sometimes. We've had some banger shorts in the past. I just don't like how weak the bears are. You know, and that's what gets me. You know. You know, I love the way the grind is on the long side, a good trending long play. You don't always get that with the Bears. A whole lot of messing around. I mean, look at how wiki that is. See if anybody got me that. Nope. No code. Okay. Oh man, we should have held that short. God. But hey, you know what? We stopped out with a little bit of profit. It is all good. All we got is time. All we got is time. Oh my God. Look at how nasty that is. Jeez. Oh, this is really dumping now. Oh, why wouldn't I hold that short? Ooh, gold doing. Same thing for gold. Gold's starting to sell. Ooh, excuse me. Hmm. Ooh, nasty sell on Bitcoin. Grody Muscody. NQ on the 200 now on Renko's. Significant pivot now for it. I don't think the market is going to catch a bid. I'm looking more short affluent, in all honesty. I'm looking for more downside as well. So I agree with you on that. I think your idea is right to the downside play. It looks like we're going to have more downside. All right, team, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get myself another cup of rocket fuel. BRB. All right, team, I'm back. Got my reload on rocket fuel. Oh my goodness. We are good start to hold in the last contract. I actually picked up 680 puts. I'm up 42%. I'm actually having a pretty good day. I'm actually having a pretty good Monday. I'm up 50% in the cash port today. Oh my God, these puts are ripping. Yeah. Bitcoin dumping as well. It's like Bitcoin is going to break Sunday's low. Wow. Nasty. Don't know what they did to Bitcoin, but they messed it up. Gold dipping as well. That's a great trade right there for you, brother. Can we get more out of this though to the downside? No buyers on that 15-minute candle though. Look how gross that is. Ah, that's real wicky. Dang, we are really going for it. We're really going for it. Yes, dipping significant now. NQ, they're trying to hold NQ. You can see that, but the rest of the market doesn't really seem to be thinking so. Fresh lows on Bitcoin. Little sell off this morning. Yes, sir. A little bit of a sell off. Oh my God, man, we are dumping. Oh my goodness, this is wow. I wish I had held on to that NQ short. At least my SPY short, I'm up 70% on right now. Picked them up at 52 cents. They're sitting at 94 cents. Could we get more selling? Sheesh. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is incredible. This selling action right now. I'm 100% on that trade now. I'm gonna put a stop limit in. Holy moly, profit filled. Nice. Nice. Oh, Tesla's selling, rejecting as well. Nvidia's breaking trend to the upside though. Oh man, that was a heck of a wick. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell this contract and get out of this before I lose money. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Not as much profit as I would have liked, but we will take it. It was up quite a bit. Haha, glad I didn't get greedy. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's I don't think it's greedy. It's a matter of what you see on the chart. It's not trading what you want. People are gonna throw their stuff in chat. They're gonna post up whatever they think, but it's all what they think. It's not what they see on the chart. And you need to trade your own trade. I mean, that's one reason why, if you notice in the chat, I I prefer not to throw out signals. I prefer to just call out the price action because you need to trade for yourself. I don't want you to say, hey, Riz told me to take this trade. I lost $500. One, you're not learning anything. Two, you don't need me to trade for you. You don't need me to trade for you. For all you know, I could be having the worst day ever and I will lose you a metric ton of money. I rather hold myself accountable, because it's always easy to take the scapegoat and say, oh, it was Riz's fault. It was so and so's fault. Displacement of blame is like it is. I don't even know what to call it. In this industry, because that's what you'll end up with. It's easy to, there's no coworkers, there's no colleagues. So the only thing you can do is, oh, I took this guy's trade. It's his fault. It's this dude's fault because he's the worst trader ever. But at the end of the day, what did you learn? A simple fact that you shouldn't take other people's trades. But realistically, that should be the first thing you learn. Because I know for a fact, some of my worst trades have been trades that I've followed other people's advice. Someone's like, do this, do that. Of course I can double your Bitcoin. Do you want a link to my casino affiliate? I can show you how to make it zero or double it in seconds. If you're looking for speculative coins and stuff like that, I would suggest to look at the altcoins. Bitcoin is great. It's the gold reserve in crypto, right? But if you're looking for those opportunities, the sleepers, I would suggest to look at like Solana, look at XRP. You got to look for the coins that have a very solid base of use, somewhere that you can see that all it takes is adoption to make that coin explode. Look at Tether. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum had this phenomenal explosion, and you can tell it did not catch up to Bitcoin, but within its own right, it has elevated value. And you could see that with like XRP and Solana. Those are altcoins. I would suggest to look at some of those. If not, send me to Bitcoin, and I'll send you back for really. Oh, Scrubs is doing a two for four. You send him two, I'll send you four. His contact information is in the Discord. Oh, look, I got a YouTube viewer asking about your special, Scrub. I've got a YouTube viewer asking about your special. You got to come in the Discord to meet Scrub. He's doing it. He's giving away Bitcoin. We got Satoshi in the flesh in Discord every day. Just joking. I had some crazy wins last week, though. Terrible. Man, I want somebody to double my Bitcoin. The market is still selling down. What did I get out of that for? How much money do I have free? Closed out for a $500 loss. Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't look like upside for the time being, though, in all honesty. It seems more like downside for the morning. The market hasn't got its legs yet. Still selling. Either that or just uncertainty in the market. Let's take a look at the heat map. Reddit's starting to really kick in now. Microsoft, Google going red, Apple going red, AVGO going red, Amazon red. You've got energy red. You got one of the biggest one of the Mag 7 in retail, Amazon red. Then, electronic technologies and technology services. I mean, you got the Mag 7 in there: Microsoft, Google, Apple, AVGO, all red. Meta down 0.11%. But Meta was actually looking like it could catch a bid. Oh man, those puts are ripping. Oh my God. Oh man. It's all good. It's all good. We're saving it. If ES hits 6,807, I'm going to cry. You know what, Nacho? If it hits it, I'm gonna cry for you as well. I'm gonna cry for you as well. Check out my UPS CMG. All right, let's go over to the gold chart. UPS. I don't remember what you're on that. Amaro, are you long, short on those names? Chipotle, man, I remember when Chipotle was $1,000 a share. That was ridiculous. Don't tell me that Chipotle is just on a upward grind. Oh my God, it sure is, isn't it? Consolidated in like a bull flag and then just broke out on the 11th. Oh, it broke out on my birthday. That's pretty funny. I had my enchiladas. Oh yeah, the split. What was the split? I don't remember when it was. Is that the day? I don't think that was the day of the split. Wow, they're gonna open up 370 restaurants. That's insane. Okay, let's go look. Okay, so Chipotle, you were going for wave five. I see that. And UPS. So I guess you're underwater on UPS, right? Nope, all green. Nice. Well, good for you then. Heck yeah, that's even better. Green is good. That's crazy. MSOX is all juiced up right now. I don't know what Tilray's doing. Down 1%. How did they move like that? Okay, 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 okay. I get it now. Huh. That's wild. Ugh, still selling. Got some Fed speakers coming up. Oh man, they are dumping this thing. Oh man. I'll put those 680s in the money probably. You dang near. Nice. Great job. Is that the cheat code for the day, Nacho? Oh my goodness. Any news this week? Let's take a look. Let's see what we got on the calendar. Okay, so tomorrow we got building permits, we got month over month, we got year over year, earnings year over year. Let's see, building permits. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going. We got manufacturing payroll, we got non-farm. Non-farm payroll is big. Non-farm payroll is huge. That's a big event. So I would definitely, keep an eye on non-farm. You got retail sales year over year. Yeah, Red Book. All that's happening in like, oh man, that's in like the pre-market. You got PMI Tuesday. Oh yeah, tomorrow is definitely going to be busy. Got stopped down on a few rubber band moves, trying to get back up. However, up 1,147 on this new trade of eight account this morning. Trying something different since Project X is going away. Yeah, okay, okay. Well, good luck on the Trade of Eight account. I'm really happy with it. I don't normally have problems with that account, so it definitely does work out really well. Project X, I mean, it's just convenient. I mean, that's the only good thing about it. But if you're using Trade of Eight, you can use TradingView and trade right on TradingView. You know, ideally, that's what I like to do. All right. Less than 15 minutes away from London Power Hour team. Could we catch a bid on this? Yeah. I like Trade of Eight, but not a fan of the 300K on volumetric. Too many restrictions, which kills my trading style. It's one of those things. You just have to read the rules. As long as you read the rules, you can kind of figure out whether it works with your trading style. You know, it's super important that if you guys are looking at these combines, that you all read the fine print. I don't know how many people I come across that ask me what are the rules, and I'm like, you bought it already, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, you didn't read the rules before you did that. No, it's all good. I'm really emphasizing it for other traders because I don't hear you usually mention it. So it's probably just an oversight. Hopefully, it was an oversight, Affluent. Hopefully, you know. I make the same mistakes. Like sometimes I'll do that. I think I know, the other thing you got to worry about too is if you don't get a notification that there are rule changes, that's the other thing. You got to be aware of that. If there have been updates, are you in the know? Are you aware of how those changes affect your trading style? So, always super important to read the rules, when you sign up for these awesome accounts. Funny thing is I was reading an article on Business Insider, and they were talking about, the prop industry and traders getting into the props. And, it was good to see they had a lot of positive new, a lot of positive comments to state about it. And probably one of the biggest ones that I kind of overlook myself is that it's a great opportunity for people that can leverage their money, get in at a cheaper cost than investing themselves, in their own accounts. So definitely, but most of all, read those rules, friends. Okay, okay, get a little bit of a bid here. Can she go? Will she pop or will she flop? That's a lot of volume right there. That is a ton of volume right there. Mm-hmm. I see it. Can we get that bounce though? That's the real question. Can we sustain the bounce here though? I think the short will work though. I'm gonna attempt a short here. Let's see. Put a tight stop on this at my 4 hour support resistance. Oh man, that's a nice one right there. I'll put my stop in the money because I am not giving up money today. We are not giving away money today, folks. We are cashing out today. Yeah. Yeah, that's gross. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna take that, call that scalp solid. Can always get back into it if we want to. I don't think it's time for the long though. I honestly don't think it's time for the long yet. You're trying to catch a knife if you're trying to take the long. So be very careful. For those traders out there looking for the long, be very careful with it. I think that the shorts are still working for sure in the morning session. Nasty. Nasty stuff for sure. Oh my goodness, that's gross. Whoa, we just broke. You're gonna scalp to 803. Oh my goodness. We're at 25,100 now. That's sheesh. It's crazy. There's so many. The option chain is kind of juiced to the buy side, but man, those buyers are getting annihilated right now. 680s are in the money now. If somebody would have taken those and was still in them, it's criminal. This is my buy spot on NQ though. We're very close to it. So if we can hold this level, you could get a decent bounce. Just a question of if they can hold it. Oh my goodness. This is looking terrible. No, 680s are now like almost $2. 21 bar win again. Perfect short. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Oh my goodness, look at Bitcoin just dumping. Cryptos. Oh man, I don't even want to look at my crypto port right now. What's the theory with the 21 bar? So, Amaro, I got a question for you. Okay. Why didn't you follow the plan? Is it because you were afraid of losing money? Is it because you didn't have confidence in your trade idea? You gotta I hope you're looking PTSD from the past. Okay, okay. But how could you have taken it better? Could you have gone with mini micros, maybe? I understand PTSD. You know, we all deal with, the the struggles from, the past. You know, what didn't work for us, how we lost money. We all go through all that. That is no different than all of us. The real thing you need to ask yourself is, how do you grow from that? How do you learn from that? How do you adjust, manage yourself better? Because you know what, if you had bad trades, then you know what you did. Oversized, mismanagement, didn't put your stop in the money. Those are things that you can quantify yourself. And you're able to manage your position better and ensure that the trades work out better for you. It's not about getting rich with one trade. It's about building that port and those base hits. So, if you're struggling and you miss those, or the trade goes against you, how are you reviewing your performance? What analytics are you applying to your own trade strategies? Are you just you seem very detail oriented with your charts. I've seen you in here for a minute, but that's where the trade journal will really come in super handy. So that you can see what your lot size was, why you got stopped out, and it allows you to create a trade plan on that, because that's something you see. Trading is all about repetition and what you see. That's what makes this such a difficult thing to follow, is that, like we pointed out earlier, if I tell you, if I call out a signal, by the time you process it, pull up the chart and take the initiative to take the trade, it is a substantially different trade at that point. It is no longer the original trade someone would have mentioned. And that's one reason why I emphasize so much. Do you guys have to trade for yourself? Because how are you going to find those winners if someone is constantly telling you, hey, do this, do that? How are you going to get your Lambo? So then, Nacho, how could you position yourself better? Having a runner, taking profit on one position and leaving the runner to do what it needs to. I'm gonna definitely work on that this week. I'm gonna switch over to MNQ so that we can start doing stuff like that. I'm gonna start emphasizing that in the morning session. I wanna take a few more cons. You know, the thing I would do, Amaro, that's see, that's where Becky comes in super helpful. The trade psychology, because the trade psychology is just super important. How are you learning and growing as a trader to deal with that kind of stuff? That becomes the difficult part. Sometimes you need a break from the charts, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes you just need a reset, take a day or two off. You know, I like to go to paper sometimes. Yeah, Coach Becky's super awesome. Okay, I know this is all for educational purposes and not trading advice, so I need some education. I'm currently short. I have my stop at an entry point of 150750. I'm in a live account. Does anybody have a downward target projections? Because it looks kind of like we could run down quite a bit here. I mean, Cole, if you're looking for downside targets, you really should be on the higher time frames, maybe like a 4 hour. That's what I would suggest. We've already broken the prior week's lows already. So, it's just one of those things. You're on what 50. What are you looking at? 25 157. Okay, let's look at NQ. You're gonna have to watch it because you're almost gonna get stopped out on it with the pullback. I mean, my first downside target it would have been 25,028. We're still in that range. So we're struggling off that other 4 hour support, trying to get over the 26. But these are the spots we've already rejected a few times. Not sure if this will be different. We are in London Power Hour now, so we're in the last hour of the London session now. That's why time frames. Little waves on SMT. Yeah, like I said, I would be looking at 25,025, and then my next target would be 24,977. The only thing is you're at psychological levels. You'd have to break below 25K. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Morning star set up on the 3 minute on NQ. Okay, okay. The market looked like it wants to catch a bid, but yeah, we've sold off so much. Could we get a V-shaped recovery today? We haven't had a real V-shaped recovery in a minute, and we have a nice shape for it too. You're in long, right on. I was trying to catch some 630, 683s. They got down to like 40, 41, 40 cents. I was trying to grab them for 33 cents. I was being a cheapskate. Bay Fisherman is looking back towards the 200 to 250 area for upside. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a nice pivot here on the market. Okay, Amaro, I see you there. Nice. It's a good spot, depending on how it closes. Okay, okay. I'd like to see a pivot kind of happen. We're about that time and place for me. It could happen. Although, are they going to take that sell again and stuff it again? Because that's what it looks like. The Bears have been interested all day. Oh, Coach Matt's classes are all hidden gems. If you're missing that, you know, no paid sub, you just get to hang on the Discord and you watch him, do his coaching. It doesn't get better than that. That's a great value right there. Double right here at 140 to 145. All right. Bay Fisherman is trouble. Okay, trouble right here. Sorry. I don't know why I saw double. Well, trying to break this downward trend and get back on that uptrend that we had. So, this is not a good look for the market. Oof, there's that sell. Oh man. I should have taken some here at yeah, I'm trying to catch along is actually what I'm trying to do. We can hold 7-7. We should be okay. Oh, I missed this whole conversation. Yikes. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it yet either. They tried and failed. We'll see how this goes. Pretty good morning action though, team. Hope you guys have made some good money today. The sell side moves have been, fairly aggressive, not a lot of consolidation. So they've offered some great trading opportunities, that's for sure in the market. We get another leg down here though. Consolidating here, rejecting the 9 on the 3. Can see what has happened there. It looks like they want to sell this thing though. Yeah, 40 points ATR on NQ, huh? ATR to the upside or downside on that affluent? I imagine it'd be upside. Ah, gotcha. Why are some guys that use ATR when they trade? Okay, that's cool. It's like 77 held. Yeah, right now we're just holding the space right now, kind of cooking contracts. Let's see what gold is doing. There's zero DTEs on gold, but gold looks like it's gonna sell. Gold doesn't look good. Still got more of a ways it can move down before it bounces. 200 is at 4,331. Uh, right? Let's go. Let's giddy up and go. Let's get this V-shaped recovery and let's make some money for the Bulls. Come on, Bulls. Show these bears how money is made. What they're gonna do all that. Was that good enough for you? Was that good for you, Bay Fisherman? I use it to decide if I want to trade NQ or MNQ. Hope we see a squeeze. I'm looking at SPY calls 684s or $3 out the money, sitting around like 42 cents. Pretty decent volume on them. They're right in between like two big volume shelves. So I want to see if I can scoop them up for like 33 cents. I want to get them in a bargain. I want to get them for a sale. Then I used a bunch of my free capital for the morning session. I think I missed my long on this though. Oh, me over here messing around. I think I missed my long. Yep. Gee, we does. Look at that candle. It's pretty massive too. Riding the wave. Nice. How high can we go? I think we could take out. That's a bit pretty massive candle. Bulls are waking up. There we go. Man, maybe I did just do the call of the bulls on the market. Sheesh. All right, there you go. Great job, Cole. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I mean, I've already made a little bit of money for the morning session, so now I'm just like, I don't have too much capital available free, so kind of want to chill with it. Taking two futures trades here in the morning. So first one made what, like $50 on the pullback where we got stopped out, and the second one, well, we just cut down one, made a little over 100% on that trade. Well, not even 100%. I shouldn't say that. It was more like 25 or 30%. My bad. 163, 100 plus contracts. My man finally showed up. Let's go. So I guess your permabull friend just showed up. Oh, Close one contract at an average move 10K a day. Insane. A little bit of a rejection here on the lower time frame. Maybe that little bit of a pullback. Looks like MACD and everything is starting to roll over though for upside. So let's see. Maybe we can get some contracts cheap here on this pullback, you know? Getting some buy signals here on the market, but I think we're going to pull back a little bit more before she starts to really go. You got a minute 40 left on this 10-minute candle. Let's see what we can do. Sounds like high a day. Man, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Shoot. I don't think it's going to get that cheap. That's too far out the money. Trying to get filled at 211 on the 3-minute. Ten-minute candle on NQ is going to be green, so you should see more upside. Just a real question of how much upside we're going to see, though. That's a real, that's a real question. I'm wondering, how much upside can or will we see? Yep. So you're still holding, trying to push. Definitely a good sign. Want a chance for the short? This is one of those things, where are you at in the day? How much have you made? I'm taking my time. I've had some killer trades for the day. So now I'm just kind of, taking my time, trying to figure out what I want to do, or if I want to just call it a day. Yeah. I've been giving away so much money at end of day. It's not even funny, it feels like my morning trades have been working out great, but the afternoon session has been kicking my butt. I'm not real happy here. Plumber is here. Be back later. All right, my friend. Get that water fixed. Hey, you're lucky the wife didn't make you fix that. Fix that leak. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like they got me doing everything. Heck, I got in yesterday and my daughter was already like, "Hey, Dad, you need to put up my shelf in my room." I'm like, I haven't even gotten home yet. We're like in the car and she's already giving me orders. Like, I need to go put her shelf up. I need to help her paint her shelf because she wants it pink. And I was like, baby girl, we're barely waking up. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Ah, that's cool. Broadcom, AVGO is down nearly 4% on the day. And don't forget those guys playing the lottery. Powerball is up to $1.1 billion right now. That's right. We got the drawing on that tonight. So, anybody feeling lucky? Bay Fisherman, I know you're buying those tickets. I know you. Don't play lottery much. Can we retest VWAP again? What time frame? Like the three? Got a good ways to go. Yeesh. Do not want to let this thing go, do they? It's crazy. I-10 is all interstate. Wow, I-10 runs down here too, bro. We got like 3 minutes till the top of the hour. Geez, yeah, it looks like they're not going to give us that relief bounce here. Flat, taking a break. Try to throw the buy signal on the 10, just at the bottom side of it. Let's see if it holds though. 5 minute looks like a dead cat bounce. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's interesting. I like how you're notating it on your chart. That's very cool. Okay, we're at 3 minutes past the top of the hour. That puts us less than an hour away from New York lunch. That's right, team. New York lunch. But that doesn't mean that the day is over because we got a whole lot of trading day left. Yeah, don't forget about our great classes coming up this week. We got Coach Becky with Market Mamas. And look at that. Becky's on stage. Come on up, Miss Becky. Good to see you. Good
What's up? Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I called you tomorrow already. I get that together.
Back at
How
it.
is everybody? I know, back in the saddle. Here we go. It's a quick weekend.
Yeah, it flew by, didn't it?
Fast. Yeah. Now today's like get back in the routine today.
I was glad I slept a whole lot yesterday, so I didn't really, yeah, I was good when I got home.
Nice. Okay. I'm a little, I feel like I have more catch up to do, not gonna lie. But I slept hard when I got home, so that helped.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely didn't get chart time last night, so I'm like figuring out what's happening with the markets now. And it's rollover week, I believe. And a bunch of
Oh,
news.
Rich is asking if you can go back to sleep.
I don't blame him at all.
I was up early. I woke up at like 6 a.m.
Oh, you're wild.
I was ready to go.
I think I did not have that experience, Riz. I'm not gonna lie.
I was ready to go early.
Yeah.
I'm glad I started my day off early, though. I really am.
Good job hitting the ground running.
Yep.
Mentalist thought for the day by Fisherman. I'm going to say I think we need to be flexible this week because this week we have futures rollover and there's a lot of news Tuesday morning and Thursday morning. And so I'm just, I think we got to like see what market's going to do today, like this whole week and how she's going to react. Cause like this is a very heavy fundamental government information week. So that's on my radar. Ease back into this week, see what's going to do. Yeah. It's I haven't checked yet this morning because I'm not trading yet, but it's definitely there was 5:30 news on Tuesday and Thursday early that was like CPI, I think, unemployment. Gotta check it out.
I'm trading the continuous contract, so.
Yeah, just straight ES.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if this gap up Sunday night was related to the contract roll because there's sometimes a big gap when it does that.
It looks like it.
No, Riz? I think it is. I think the Sunday open when it's a rollover week almost always comes with just a big gap, and it's not necessarily a gap fundamentally based on like price value. It's related to the roll. Yeah. Yeah, I think the volume stays heavy on the old contract the start of the week, and then like Wednesday, Thursday, there's a lot of migration, and then Friday, it's most of the volumes on the new contract is what I feel like I have seen. Yeah. I think I usually traditionally you can if you trade the specific contracts, you could trade the one that we've been on Monday, Tuesday, and then watch the volume and see about transitioning second half of the week. So you want to know what I actually woke up to this morning?
Oh my
Vomiting
goodness.
3-year-old. Hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, straight up. My husband's like, I don't know, they weren't sick yesterday. Okay.
Oh, of course, when mom gets back.
Yeah. Yep, straight up. He gets up and he snuggles me and then he starts retching in my arms. And I was like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, poor babes. Oh. GI bugs pass fast though, so we'll get through it. So nice to get away.
Looks like it's going to start building a
Is it?
base here.
Yeah, Bay Fisherman, is there a way to see the price gap from the old to the new? I don't think there's like a clear, obvious way where it just says the gap is 60 points in ES or whatever. I don't think that that's ever written specifically anywhere, but I think it's just it happens one time during the rollover, and I believe it is on Sunday when market opens of rollover week, and that should be the only gap that should happen because now there is both are trading, and so I think now it's just going to be consistent. But Coach Matt this afternoon at Power Hour might know more on that. To be fair, he has seen more, and he's such a fundamental. Well, you both are fundamental go-to for me. It's good. It's a good team. Yeah, I like what you're saying about the base because we were slid down all morning, and then we broke some levels with the bulls, and now looks like we are holding in this area. I'm quite gonna have it together to trade this morning yet, though. Let's see what's up with these babies. It was so nice to meet everyone, though, you guys. To learn the faces and the names of the Blue Sky team. It was a nice weekend. It's nice to come back. Have good memories with friends.
Definitely, right?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Bay Fisherman. There is a big price difference when the contract rolls. Like I don't quite understand the mechanism of why it needs to do that jump. But it really does every rollover. There's an obnoxious gap that definitely not a situation where you want to guess,
Well, it's usually what we have. We usually have that
Yeah.
break when there's a contract rollover.
Right.
Absolutely, Matt. It was
Yeah.
definitely nice meeting you, bro.
Right. It was fun. Yeah, it's a very good team.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we'll definitely have to communicate more internally because, yeah, a lot of cool people that, I enjoyed having chats with.
Yeah, same. It's like the bosses around here, Mike and Rich and Steve, they've really assembled a really good team. Like it's strong. It's good personalities, good energy, intelligent. It's lovely.
What up, Gabber? How's it
Morning,
going?
Gabber.
And don't worry, Scrub. We're working on something that you might get your chance.
We would love to meet you guys.
Maybe what we can do is do like a Vegas meetup, like a summer like a trader
Yeah.
meetup in Vegas where, that way if traders want to meet us, we'll do like a workshop. We can do like a 3-day event in Vegas or something, do like a Thursday to Sunday and, or Wednesday to Sunday. That way, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we do some live sessions and the weekend is free for anyone.
That would be so fun.
It would.
I mean, there's really some regulars in this group, and it would be nice to like meet them as well. I'm sure they're very cool. Right.
Rich, no, sir. No, sir. Next time we're putting RQ on a very short leash. Either that,
We do have to cut him off. Yeah.
either that, or someone has. Yeah, we're gonna put him in timeout. We're gonna make him like a gremlin. You can only feed him till 9.
Every once in a while, just sneak a water. Just transition to take the drink, put a water in his hand, and see if he notices.
Poor RQ hasn't even gotten home yet. You know that, Becky?
What?
He's not home yet. You just left Salt Lake City.
What? He went to the airport with you. Did he get messed up and
His Delta flight got canceled. His connecting flight.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, homeboy, what a weekend. Dang. He was identified by the airport as still needing a timeout, maybe. Got flagged.
No kidding.
Rest up, my friend. Oh. You guys, I got an upgrade on my first flight. That was fun.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, they flagged me for an upgrade for not to first class, 'cause I'm not that cool, but to the exit row where you have double leg space. This is great. That's nice.
Scrub, it's worse than that. He's been at the airport in Miami since about 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. yesterday when we got there, because I took an Uber ride with him. So we got to Miami airport at by 3 p.m. So it's way longer than that, bro. Like, he's living the airport life now.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Hopefully
my
he
goodness.
found a nice bench to snuggle.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. Except with trading.
Yeah. Hopefully he didn't pull up an account and try to pull any trades, man. He's probably rolls hard.
Well, he had a lot of free time to work on tickets.
Did you see him in Starbucks yesterday? Before I left, when I went to say goodbye, he was like, "There's so many tickets." I'm like, "Oh, buddy, you can't fix them all in one day. Like it'll catch up." Looks like the Bulls are trying to hold in this consolidation.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
I got stopped out on my long attempt. I think it was a little early. My entry was horrible, though.
Mm. Just trying to get Phil at 211. Yeah, right. Everyone was on their best behavior. The resort didn't kick out any of us. That's a win.
Oh, Steve was great. Everybody was good. I think the only person that was struggle bus was RQ.
Yeah, everyone was really great. And even when he was struggle bus, he kept it inside. Like he just chilled. He's got
Yeah, he was good. He was a little soldier.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Nice.
Come on, let's go, NQ. Send it.
Right. Pop, pop. Looks like ES just broke above the last high on this intraday range. That's good.
GameStop is up 5%.
Oh, that drives me crazy, Scrubs fan, when you're like in it and it just
Hmm.
wicks you out and then it goes. She's playing in the middle right now. Been there. Seems like it's going to be potentially a rotational day versus a trending day because the Bears started it and they just didn't have follow through, and now we're just filling out the inside. So you just gotta be careful with try to get the best entries you can in that setting and kind of trade from the lows to the highs kind of deal. But it's definitely breaking MAs to the upside with this current candle, which is a good sign for a little bit of bullish move.
Hmm.
Yeah, view
Oh,
up is a
near
strong
view up.
target on these rotational days. Yeah. It's a good thing to watch on these days, I think.
I actually picked up some 254 calls on IWN a little bit ago.
Nice. Purposefully have not logged into my trading accounts yet because I don't trust myself. I wasn't able to do my full normal process, so I'm gonna wait and see maybe a power hour opportunity potentially. What you got going on? Oh, you're still long? I like that.
I don't think we're done with the buy rotation. I think we have
Mm-hmm.
more. I think we got probably at least another hour of buying, maybe, if it can hold.
Yeah. Yeah, I see more buying too.
No, Mike made it out. As a matter of fact, Mike was with the group. So yeah, everybody got to meet. Everybody got to meet each other. Except there's a couple of folks that didn't make it out, but we'll have to catch them on the next one.
Yeah. Overall, most people were able to be there, which was awesome to see a pretty full crew.
Yep.
Mike honestly impressed me. Like, he is still healing, but he was so down to meet everyone and visit. He was so gracious as a host and supportive and generous and kind and charismatic. Like, he's good energy. I enjoyed getting to know him as well as everyone else. He's the real deal. You could tell when you meet people too. Like, is it a front or was their heart behind what they say? And I just felt like everyone was just so genuine and kind and supportive and fun. It's a good place, Blue Sky.
Well, I just cut my IWN calls. Not bad.
Nice. Locking in some green.
Yep.
Love that.
Not a bad day. Up 41% on the cash port. So not a bad day.
Beautiful.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done options trading for the day.
Yeah, caught the morning volatility. That's a good move.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do what I normally don't do, and I'm going to close that brokerage for the day. Stay away from it.
Oh my gosh, Riz. That's funny. That's literally what I'm doing right now. If like I don't want to open it. If I open it and it's available, I might click before I'm fully focused.
I'm going to tell you.
That's
I'm like, oh, I don't want to do
what?
it. I want to give it up.
Do what you gotta do. The market is abundant though, right, guys? Like if we don't catch every move or you're not feeling it or you didn't sleep good or heaven forbid they have a child vomiting in the corner, maybe it's not the day. Maybe you wait for tomorrow. Or
Hey,
you just full
Nacho's going
port
full
and
port.
let it ride.
Dang, Nacho's going for it. He wants full port action.
Well, let's go. I mean, I think she's got a little more upside here.
I think so as well. I don't think we're done.
We'll see though. Sometimes on these days where it's filling in the inside, it can wonk around in this VWAP area for really a long time and just be obnoxious with it.
Oh, we'll just walk it
It's kind
up.
of, yeah. Yeah. That's not my favorite when it's just like dancing around the center of the day because I feel like it's just you're just locking in little points here and there. So scalp, you can scalp it, but it's not the big, nice moves necessarily. All right, just to reorient myself. So tomorrow at 5:30, hour before New York open, depending on your time zone, is core retail sales, unemployment change, retail sales, and this is the monthly unemployment rate. Yeah, monthly. So the last one, and they're expecting the unemployment to be slightly higher. Is the forecast. So that'll be good information. There's flash services and manufacturing PMI at 15 minutes into market open tomorrow. So it's a double news event tomorrow. And Wednesday, we have a break from news. And Thursday is CPI at 5:30, the
Mhm.
yearly report. So definitely some fundamentals hitting this week. Yeah, look like those are the two real slots for the week is Tuesday, Thursday, pre-market.
Well,
Friday's
Nacho, you.
quiet on that.
Yeah. And Nacho, if you can get that Lambo back, you better full port.
Full port responsibly. I'm just saying.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I believe. Get it. You guys gotta take some points for me. I'm not quite ready yet. What time did you get home, Riz? Like to your home?
9:20 p.m. I touched ground.
Okay, nice.
I was home by 10. So that was good.
Perfect. Yeah.
I slept so much at the airport and on all the planes. I was like, I got home and I was already all just rejued. I was like, all right, I feel good.
Yeah, you're good. I think we stopped at just the right time Saturday night before we got really wrecked.
Well, yeah, I mean, we shut it down.
hmm
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. ES is right at BWAP now. Showing some hesitation here. So now we got to see if we can keep the push or if we're going to pull back just a little bit more here.
I'm testing now. It's trying.
I'm going to spend some time this afternoon updating all my charts good and getting my psychology presentation ready for tomorrow.
Mm.
I gotta see who asked for it, but I think it was last week or the week before. Someone was talking about, was asking me to talk about the transition from a day job, a different career, into trading and what that looks and feels like, and being a full-time trader and having that be your income. So that's what I'm going to do for the topic for tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like it's an important one. I feel like we all get that when we start getting some success as traders and we start making money. There's a lot of psychology that plays into the fact of like, can I rely on this on my income? Can I show my family I can support you and all the variability with doing trading? And It's a topic to think about when you start getting successful and the goal.
That's right,
Yeah,
Gabber. Can you?
exactly. See, there's so many good points with it. Sitting at the house all day, there's isolation. You don't have the team from your, you know, other job necessarily. And if you are home all the time and you're just a full-time trader, there is going to be more itch to trade more. And sometimes that's not a good thing to overtrade. There's a lot of angles to it. Oh, Mauro, you're giving away my tips. You okay, buddy?
Mama, I did I finish my dinner? Can I have?
I think those are excellent tips tomorrow. Like a dog and a gym subscription. I think the dog is great because you could take the dog for a walk. Maybe just rent a dog. You could get a little side gig as like a dog walker in your neighborhood if you don't want your own.
For me, it was different because I've always been self-employed. I've been self-employed for so long that I've always had that. You know, I've always been hustling. I've always been hustling for money. I've always had side projects, own my businesses. So I always lived with uncertainty of my income and you know the stress that comes along with that. Because it is stressful. It is stressful.
Yes,
Especially if you run into
100%.
slow periods, unexpected expenses, everything. You're employed tomorrow? What do you do? What kind of side hustle or what kind of business do you own? That's a good question. How many traders in here? How many folks in the Discord own a business? How many of you all?
Yeah, tell us what you guys got going on. It could be a complex balance, really, between all kinds of opportunities to make money for a boss or not for a boss. Gabber's trading full time. Amaro does outdoor work. Ooh, Airbnb life. I got some goals for Airbnb and myself, Nacho. I'm gonna have to bug you about that one of these days. Line work is good money and then you get a paycheck, See, that's the thing is when you get a paycheck, you can't take it away, you can't lose it in a trade necessarily. Oh, DoorDash, yeah. Landman vibes. Landman is a show? Oh, gross. Well, that's a cool opportunity, Bay Fisherman. Doing flooring, got some retirement plan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, food delivery, man. I don't. It was there are benefits to that because you can have flexible hours and stuff, but it's not, it wouldn't have all plus sides. There would be some downsides a little bit to that. Day trading business launch. Yeah, see, even just this chat this morning, it's like a really good conversation, I feel like, to just think about all the angles of it and how it can impact you and entrepreneurship in general. I mean, that's essentially what it is entrepreneurship just and your method of business is trading. So there's a lot of things to process and rules and discipline you want to be very strict on. So Landman, Yellowstone buffer oil. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Thanks for the tip, guys. Looks like on ES there's a little rejection here at VWAP, a little pullback, which makes sense in these kind of inside days is what I call them. I don't know if you guys use that term, but when there's a bigger opening range and then it bounces from there and kind of starts filling out the inside, for me, that's an inside day, which often will close as a smaller body candle, which also often happens on Mondays because there's indecision. There's settling from if there was a gap on Sunday, there's some settling out and some just indecision between who's going to be in charge of the week. So a smaller bodied inside day is not super uncommon for Monday, which so far, I mean, there's still a lot of the day left, but this rejection of VWAP right now is in alignment with that general trade plan as well of chopping around and filling out the inside. So we'll see. We'll see if she breaks out later, but this rejection of VWAP would have to break the low for it to make more downside. Nice. Yeah, nice. This rejection here might have a little bit of move down. Nice work, Bay Fisherman. Looks like gold dropped today, and she's still dropping. On the hourly, we might be making an M pattern on gold. Yeah, I like this short, Bay Fisherman. That was good. You can see what she does at the lows of today. How long can we go? Are you talking about on the short scrubs? Yeah. I would be careful at the low of today, but if you can just trail your stop down there and watch, because it could bounce and continue with the inside day. But also, we don't have a massive range yet. So there's also potential for it breaking and more downside. The way that VWAP held as the soft resistance today, as a dynamic resistance, those are the two ways that it could happen, right? It could go down to the morning lows of New York session today and bounce and hold for another push up, or it could break that level, which would be an indication that we have some more slide down to go. So if you're already in the short, I would just protect yourself down there is what I would do. Not that I, but if I was in a short, I would protect myself on a smaller time frame with my stop loss as we get into the lows of the morning, would be my approach. The bears are the strongest energy today. They had the first push and then the rebound, and it couldn't break higher so far. So I like that direction right now. And on the 15-minute, this current candle that's still forming already broke the low of the last 15-minute candle. So that is an indication too that the bears are decent strength here. North Pole, your picture is so pretty. Your profile picture on Discord. Beautiful. I did an Alaskan cruise last year and I really wanted to see the Aurora Borealis, and it was cloudy and we never got to. It was a bummer. To do a different trip, I guess. You can have that experience anytime you want, Mauro. It's a good point. It's a good point. Everything would be so pretty. I don't know, man. I'm not as young as I once was. Rest of the market is doing. Aww. Is that you done yet so we can go for a walk? The beautiful dog. Oh, where are you? How cold is it? Where are you at? Somewhere north. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah, I would definitely be doing a real short walk that in that weather. Goodness. Excuse me. I think it's like, what is it? 54 where I'm at in Oregon. 54 and rainy. That's what our winters are. Not so bad, but need a hood. Okay, so it looks like we're holding or the shorts are slowing a little bit here, which is along the lower support for today. The next half hour or so, we'll be able to see if it's going to hold or not. I have an Australian Shepherd, and my 3-year-old is sick, and he's currently snuggled up with him on the couch. It's pretty cute. you guys trade the news? Out of curiosity, like the 5:30 a.m. when it's an hour before market open. Is that anyone's jam where you get up and you see what you can get out of that volatility? CPI or monthly unemployment, PPI. There's a couple big ones that release at that time.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took a short
I'm
on
sometimes
ES.
too. Yeah. I figure you're in
Took a
that short.
short.
You got a little quiet.
Yeah, I got into it. Like the
Nice.
break.
Uh-huh. Are you
Let's see
still
if we
in
can get
it?
down to. Yeah, I want to see if we can get down to 6,812.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would just one time frame down the stops on this chart because she rejected there. Yeah, I miss sometimes on the news volatility. Being West Coast, it's early, so I have to plan for that and get up extra early if I want to, but opportunity.
Mama, my keyboard is gone.
Let's go.
Is that you?
No.
That's Mom
Yeah.
from our house.
I need
He's
snuggles, he
cute.
says.
Aww.
I know. This is mom life, right? This is the market mama in me of as much as I want to trade this morning, I had to kids first.
Well, that's the way it is for all of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna snuggle
That's
them
why we
first,
do
fill
it.
their little buckets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Providers. Ooh, I like that short. Omar, are you a parent? Yeah. I know the numbers don't line up, huh, Scrubs? It's messing with me too. You get parenting. Yeah, I don't love futures rollover because people speak of levels and they're different on different charts and there's some inconsistencies. It's trickier. I don't prefer it either, but it'll be over soon. The transition week.
Yeah, it took a few days for it to clear up.
Yeah. And then we'll all be back in sync.
But when it does, it'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
We had some new
Fresh.
levels. Yeah.
Yeah, boss, affluent. You guys are giving me a little FOMO. I'm gonna talk myself through it. It's fine.
Oh, don't do it. Don't get that FOMO.
Well, I'm legit have FOMO right now, but I'm not gonna trade based on it. I'm not doing it. I didn't plan to trade this morning, so I'm gonna stick with that for now. But this is a nice short. Right?
Well, look at that. I went
I'm
short.
gonna
Oh,
live
go ahead.
vicariously through you. Good job. Good job shorting.
Well, somebody was talking about it earlier. They were like, hey, look, Riz is short. I was like, I go short. I just don't, I just don't do it all the time.
Okay. Play with the bears
But
sometimes.
yeah, but if it works, I'm totally
Yeah.
down for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Today
choke
was
up my
looking for it.
stop a little bit more. I think we're
Yeah.
going to get it, though. I think we might just get that low day break.
It's definitely still going down. I feel like sometimes we'll even break a low of day just to pop all those stops down there. And that won't necessarily be a huge move down, but it can often break before holding sometimes, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, coming up on New York lunch, sometimes there's the pause of a move. It's another confluence of like watch your stop, watch your backside on that too, because it's getting close to New York lunch hour and it's getting close to the morning low. So a reasonable location for a response for a stop of the move that we're currently in. Not always, but something to have in your mind as trade management. Yep. All the little pieces we could put into the full picture of trade management. Nice work, Affluent. I'm a fan of scaling. There is a response right here a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. You're specific with your time, Affluent, 11:51. Is that something that you've watched specifically, or is it just coming up to the noon hour? How do you process that? Because I like part of my backtesting is the time factor to trading as well. Pros tend to put in tops and bottoms on 1 and 9 bars on the 3-minute chart. Mm. I love that. They back tested it and noticed the times. Yeah. Cool. I love the knowledge sharing in communities. I'm not gonna lie. Like we should help each other, right? Like say what you're seeing, what I'm seeing, what I've back tested, what it looks like, what I think it might happen at this time. Like it's better to information share. No one needs to. There's room for all of us to make good money. Grow together. $61.8 to the tick. Strong work. We've got some good traders at Blue Sky.
Just the approach trend, put in tops, bottom. I wonder if we're gonna have a choppy afternoon.
Mhm. That's the vibe I get is this is inside day.
Yeah.
You know, definitely stay
Is
fluid if
that?
we break the low, but I don't. Mhm.
Yeah,
Could
tomorrow's
easily
gonna
pop
be
above you up.
good. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day because we got a lot of news going on for Tuesday,
And I
Got
feel
a
like when we're
t-
coming up to a news event, like sometimes there's hesitation because it's allowing that time to come, and then that will give the volatility. You think?
I agree. Or you have a lot of positioning in for the event today.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
Right.
start finding people swinging positions because today you'll have the least amount of implied volatility and volume on those contracts. The only thing that will cost you is time,
Right.
which I don't have a problem buying time.
Yeah, and if the news is going to happen bright and early tomorrow, that's a good thing for your time too, if you can get it the right direction.
Definitely can offer a lot of advantage. I like to do that myself, a day to 2 days out. I'll start looking at positions to see if I can start swinging, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can get in ahead of it and get a good position, you can just let it pop with you in it.
Yeah. The market is pretty red on the heat map. You know that?
Mhm.
It's really interesting. All right, let's see what
Yeah, I mean,
Affluence got.
yeah, the overall today we had the sell off and we haven't broken back up yet. So it is at this point a bear day.
Does look like it also could make a head and shoulder here if it wanted to.
I see your annotations affluent on your chart about the times when the pivots.
Hmm.
Mhm. I
I think
love
time
back
is
test
important.
information. I do
Hmm.
too. I think there's patterns within the market, and time opportunity is a big part of that. Where things tend to shift and why and what is going on behind it. So if we can study that and pinpoint it, and then backtest it and see how often, how consistent it is, that could be a powerful edge because you can know when to cover yourself, when to watch for it, and catch it slightly sooner. It's like another piece of data that can shore up your system. Pretty cool. Yeah. But that's the thing. We're all traders. So we all like we're all dedicated. If you guys show up, like all the names on here are people who have been here. And so I think when you show up to a community and you're trading every day, like that shows that you're the trader that shows up, right? And that doesn't just mean you show up to live streams. It means you back test and you study and you write notes and you watch to see if it holds and then you adjust based on that. Like for me, that is what it looks like to be a trader that is dedicated and is pursuing improving and watching trades and patterns and methods that the market moves, and then trying to capitalize them on the each day, which makes you just stronger. It's just that's the way to make trading your business and like consistently profitable, because that's the work of improving it, like with any entrepreneurial pursuit. It's the back end work that makes you stronger and will make you grow faster when you can put in time with back testing, studying, making notes, watching it day to day. It's beautiful.
And it takes a ton of time, you know? It takes a ton of time, a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But if you keep at
Investment.
it, yeah. Yes. Investment of time.
Exactly. Which is treating it as a business, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you have to treat it like a business, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you are self-employed when you're here, you know? That is I think some folks lose sight of that, you know?
When you're a young trader, you don't respect that enough. I didn't. There's a point where it's like a hobby, gambling, I don't know, we'll see. And then you decide like to really put in more work and study it and make it more profitable if you can.
And not show more
Nonprofit.
so when it's a nonprofit business, because that means that you need to get it off the ground. That's when the most amount of time is being invested into it. Nonprofit.
It's the building phase. It's the
The
foundational
building
work.
phase. There you go.
Yeah. It's real. We were all there, and I'm, getting all the information and making the notes and getting better. It's a critical part. Then you get to start the roll of the profits coming. It's coming. My trading all changed when I really started treating it more as the business. Trading is my business, and I need to show up for that work.
Yeah. And there we have it.
Changed it.
Welcome to New York Lunch, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, Amaro.
Male gigolo. I knew it, Scrub. I knew it. You're kind of charismatic. I can see it. Oh,
Hey,
hilarious,
when you gotta
bro.
pay that rent, man.
You gotta shake that money maker.
In the streets, gonna make a profit. Oh, heavens. Okay. See, there's always a backup plan.
Always a backup plan.
Well, so far we haven't broken the low of the day. So far it's still holding in the low basis here. So
For
see
now.
what she's got.
I think she's gonna roll.
Yeah. This
Or
push
Rinkos have.
didn't get us all that far.
Oh, this could be just a pullback. It's got to get over the 200. So probably right.
Dancing. Tight. That's a great win rate, Affluent. Strong work. Welcome to Monday, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think with that, I think we'll call the morning show. What do you think, Miss Becky?
Yeah, I think so. It was great hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
Great
same
team
here. Hope you guys had a great morning session with us. Don't forget Power Hour. You can catch us and the rest of the coaches here for Power Hour today. We've got some great classes going on as well tomorrow. Market Mamas, Coach Becky, teaching that trade psychology tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. And of course, Coach Matt this Thursday. So we will catch you. Come on, break. Yep, it's break time. Hey, don't forget. It may be New York lunch, but hey, we still got a lot of trading left in the day. So grab a bagel, grab another cup of rocket fuel. We will see you this afternoon for the afternoon show, folks. Thanks, Coach Becky.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. See you guys later.